Hey everyone, welcome back from your week off. Hope you're feeling refreshed and ready to get back into our learning. We're going to start off in math, doing a unit on money. Super important to understand how money works, how we need math to use it and understand our transactions properly. Transactions is a fancy word for when you pay money for things, so buying stuff. And it's really important to have a really good understanding on how money works, and that includes adding and subtracting it. So that kind of the basics there is using decimals. So adding and subtracting numbers with decimals, because in money we have dollars as our whole numbers, and on the other side of the decimal we have cents. And most of you probably know a lot of what we're going to talk about today. So today is pretty simplified. I almost didn't make a video because it's so straightforward, but I thought I would anyway. So the first thing you need to know is that, well, there's 100 cents in $1. So once you get 100 cents, you could trade that for $1. And speaking of trading, when you're counting money, making trades is a really great way to understand and work through that money counting scenario. So for example, when I have 2 dimes in a nickel, I often think of that as 25 cents. So I could trade 2 dimes in a nickel for a quarter, and that makes counting a little bit easier for me. You'll see on my version of the notes that I'm in color, and I know yours are photoed in black and white. Color is another great helper when it comes to counting money, because we use color to make it easier to tell the difference between our bills, but also some of our coins. Our different colors makes it easier to see what they are and identify them right away. I'm starting with this page, even though this is kind of the second page of your work, because it has this handy dandy chart on the top that gives us just some idea of what the coins and bills look like that we're going to be working with mostly and what they're worth. So starting with our green notes, our bills have the value on them. So you see the $20, the $10, and the $5. Our polar bear toonie is $2. Our loon, our golden loon loonie is $1. We have a caribou coin. It is silver, and it is 25 cents. Silver in terms of color. It's not made from silver. The blue nose, our sailboat coin, is 10 cents, and our beaver coin is 5 cents. And be very careful how you write 5 cents with a decimal point. You need to make sure you have the 0 in front of the 5, because if it just was 0.5, that would actually be worth 50 cents. Way back, even before I was a kid, we used to have a coin that was worth 50 cents. We don't use that coin anymore, and it's actually really rare to even see that coin. And now, in the last 5, maybe even 10 years, Canada has stopped using the penny. But the penny is still a coin out there. It's worth 1 cent, so we would call a penny, we would say it's worth 0.01. And you've seen pennies, they're still out there, they just don't make them anymore, so eventually you're not going to see them. We're just working more with friendly numbers when we're counting coins, which is nice. We get to count by 5s and 10s, and even 25s we'll get good at counting with. On this page, it's super straightforward. You're going to count up the total of what you see. So in this first one, I might want to count all my dollars first. So I've got 20 plus 10 is 30. Plus the toonie is 32. And then I'm going to see if my cents are going to add up to another dollar. So here I have, let me just make a little note over here. I've counted 32, and I've counted these items. And now I'm going to count, I kind of like to put nickels and quarters together sometimes, because 5 plus 25 is 30. So I have 30 cents, and then a 10-cent coin is 40. 50, 55. So my coins add up to 55 cents. So my answer to the first question is just going to be $32.55. So both sides of this page are the same. They are showing you an amount, and getting you to add them up. If you whiz through this and you're looking for something else to do, check out the Jamboard that we did in our math class Monday morning. If you weren't there, I'll post it to the website shortly after that meeting. And it kind of looks like this. There are 5 different slides with a pile of money on it. And your job is to count, or more likely make an estimate of the amount of money you're seeing.